Star Wars has confused me, and I'm sure it has confused a lot of people because now Asajj Ventress has returned, and we don't know if these are just flashbacks. We don't know if she's actually just currently alive right now, and this isn't the first time something like this has happened. We had Palpatine return in the sequel trilogies in the 9th installment of Star Wars, and we're kind of just supposed to take it as this is a normal thing because, hey, just Palpatine returned. And then in the Ahsoka TV show, we get Anakin kind of returning, not obviously fully alive, but, you know, there's this place called the World Between Worlds where, hey, death really isn't a real thing. You kind of just go into another realm. But here today, we are going to be trying to figure out what the Asajj Ventress kind of appearance is. Is she alive? Are these flashbacks? Are they retconning certain things so that way we can fully understand what her purpose is going to be in the Bad Batch Season 3? We're going to be looking at Screen Rant. Now, say what you want about Screen Rant, but hey, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to go through as many sources as I possibly can. This is the source that I went to and that I saw, and hey, I'm just going to see if it gives me some answers. We're going to look through it together, and hey, leave it down in the comments if you got something that's more accurate than what Screen Rant is going to tell me, because I'm willing to hear it. I'm willing to further my knowledge, and I love hearing the people's opinion. So at the top it says, Asajj Ventress is returning to Star Wars and retconning her faith. So there are going to be some things that are going to be retconned. Let's read the first paragraph. Ventress is at long last making her Star Wars return, but this unexpected surprise has more complications to it than one might think. There are a lot of complications. Me personally, I thought she fucking died. All right? And I'm pretty sure hundreds and thousands of other people thought she just died. Ventress' last off-screen appearance in Star Wars was in 2015 novel Star Wars Dark Disciples by Christie Golden, a Star Wars-based unused scripts from the Clone Wars. So these are just unused scripts that could have possibly been Clone Wars episodes. The former Sith assassin not only began a relationship with the Jedi Quinlan Vos, but she also gave her life to save him from Count Dooku, which means her appearance in the Bad Batch Season 3 has essentially retconned her survival. This, however, won't be a stark divergence from canon. According to supervising director and executive producer Brad Rao, Star Wars has shared that they don't want to spoil anything, but anything new storytelling with Ventress will align with the events of Star Wars Dark Disciple. So they will still be using the story, and I guess they'll try to be explaining, hey, if you think she died, this is what happened, and let's not look any deeper into it and just enjoy the Bad Batch Season 3. Rao then is confirming that Ventress' survival will not be a dramatic retcon of the faith she undergoes in Dark Disciples, but rather a twist or perhaps even a loophole that will allow for the former Sith to properly return to the galaxy. So she is a former Sith. And what I was trying to explain, or at least I was trying to better understand, was the yellow lightsaber right here. If we go back to the top, we see her yellow lightsaber right here, and it's got the same exact hilt. And there's been people saying that she got it from the black market. And if she got it from the black market, then, you know, it's just a yellow lightsaber. But apparently, when you have a yellow, you know what? I'm just going to let this video play, and it better understands it than what I'm going to do right now. So for the people that are out there that keep up with Star Wars, we know that the Bad Batch trailer already dropped. Now, my knowledge on the Bad Batch trailer isn't that good, so I went ahead and did some research myself to explain what all this is. So I noticed that she has a yellow lightsaber, and I was like, that's a little interesting. I know that Jedi Temple Guards also have yellow lightsabers, but I know yellow has a deeper meaning. So when I furthered my research, it said yellow indicated a Jedi Sentinel, a Jedi who honed his or her skills in a balance of combat and scholarly pursuit. So Asajj Ventress was on the Sith side, and she had red lightsabers at the time, and now she has yellow. And in Dark Disciples, she falls in love with Quinlan Vos and then sacrifices herself to save him from Count Dooku's Force Lightning. And I thought to myself, during the time period when she was with Quinlan Vos, did she kind of return to the ways of the Jedi? Because if you look at her hilt right here, it's still the exact same as when she had a red kyber crystal. So it's not like she stole this lightsaber. And also it says right here, the 10 best Jedi that wield the yellow lightsaber. Boom, Asajj Ventress right here. Let me know, am I missing something? Either way, the return of Ventress is certainly one of the biggest moments from the Bad Batch Season 3 trailer. It was, because, like I said, I thought she died. But there are many massive moments to compare it to. Ventress isn't the only Clone Wars alum to be returning. Oh, okay, so there's going to be more. As the iconic bounty hunter Cad Bane, which we saw in the trailer, will be returning alongside the infamous Commander Wolf, viewers then have a lot to look forward to in The Bad Batch Season 3, with the return of Ventress being just one of the many exciting surprises. So right here we look and see that Asajj Ventress is a former Jedi Padawan turned assassin who was trained in the ways of the dark side by Count Dooku. For several years she yearned to be considered a true Sith, secretly acting as Count Dooku's apprentice. We first encountered her in the Clone Wars fighting for the Separatists and clashing with Jedi like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker with her twin red-bladed lightsabers in hands. However, when Dooku was ordered to dispose of Asajj and left her for dead, Ventress returned to the Night Sisters clan to exact her revenge. So this is kind of explaining that, they had a fight on Dathomir and, she was trying to get her apprentice, Savage Opress, so that way they can take out Count Dooku, and that ended up being a whole crap fest. The Clone Wars never got a chance to end Ventress' story, and her death was instead explored in the Star Wars Dark Disciple novel by Christine Goldie, in that the bounty hunter rediscovered love, compassion, and selflessness, sacrificing herself to save Jedi Quinlan Vos by taking the burnt of Force lightning attack by Count Dooku. However, following a shock return in The Bad Batch Season 3, the character's official profile has been updated to confirm that wasn't the end of Asajj Ventress's story. So basically, most of these things are just going to be reiterating the fact that Asajj Ventress actually did not die, even though it was written to be that she gave up her life. This is me expanding myself, so just don't think about it too much. She will basically still live on, and that these are not flashbacks. This is her actually returning to Star Wars and being fully alive. Now, this honestly just confuses me quite a bit, because how many other characters are going to be returning that Star Wars has left for us? There's so many people that, for example, could they say that, hey, when Anakin chopped off Count Dooku's head rolled, he pretended to be dead, but then all of a sudden his eyes opened again and he was able to roll his head towards his body, and all of a sudden he escaped the ship. There's so many different ways, and it's like, why are we bringing back all these characters that I thought were dead, or at least all of us thought were dead? So it's like, are they just bringing back these characters because they weren't utilized properly during the time, or they feel like they can continue their story? I don't know. But I'm excited to watch The Bad Batch Season 3 because, Clone Force 99 are just a group of badasses, RIP Tech. Let me know what you guys think. Is there some information that I may have just looked over or that I need to further educate myself on? Because I'm just trying to figure all this out. And I want you guys to leave your comments down below. I like to hear other people's thoughts, other people's perspectives. And, if you like this idea of Asajj Ventress returning, do you hate this idea of Asajj Ventress returning? Leave a like on this video because it helps out so much. And subscribe if you're new to the channel.